Oh, dude.
Yeah. Well, I've been watching it for like a while. Yeah, it's actually in there, you know? That's true.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the meeting. Great work on the film. I'm going to have Treasurer Johnson talk about some details.
Okay, so we're going to have a fundraising opportunity soon. We'll be showing our D&D short film. Tickets are $5, and you can invite your friends. This will give us funds for future film.
Everyone! Mike's dead!
What?
He's dead! No!
Hayden, the equipment list says you were the last one to work with Mike.
Meeting adjourned! Get out!
I'll file out a report for it.
The streets ain't the same no more. Everybody loved Mike. That love won't do him any good now. I know you ain't the one to do this. I can help you find who did this and bring Mike justice.
Who are you, and why would you do this?
This ain't about you. It's about justice. From what I've seen, I could pin this crime down to 3 possible suspects: Jimmy Boom, Dot Parker, and Ray Shooks. Every club member is suspicious, but these 3 are the only ones with clear motives. Any one of them could have done it, and I won't rest until I find out who. I decided the best place to start was in Mr. Guy's classroom. I knew there had to be more evidence there. What I didn't expect was to find Ray Shooks in the back of the dark classroom with the lights out, at the end of a school day no less. Ray Shooks. Fancy seeing you here, especially at an hour like this.
I just thought I left my pencil here. I guess not. Is there something I can help you with?
You hear anything about this Mike fellow? Something tells me this room has something to do with it. You hear anything? Anything at all?
No. Such a shame, though. I always loved Mike. Nice guy.
A little birdie told me that you were always bumping into Mike, especially during filming.
Well, those were all mistakes, accidents, I swear. I would never want to hurt Mike. Never.
And I never wanted to become a detective, but here we are.
Mike and I had our problems, but I never would have killed him. I've got to go. I can't miss my bus.
She was erratic, but nothing seemed guilty, however nervous she may have been. And a nervous woman is a dangerous woman. I didn't know where to go next, so I decided to get myself something to eat.
What can I do for you?
Apple juice. Hold the juice.
Sure thing.
Someone like you shouldn't be here on duty, but I won't tell.
Dot Parker. Just the person I was looking for. Don't suppose you know anything about Mike.
Mike and I had our differences, but that doesn't mean I did anything.
I didn't say you did anything.
Well, I could see where you were going, Detective.
Hey, no need to get so defensive, Miss Parker.
Well, pardon me for getting so nervous with everything that's happened. Now, I know I have a past of getting in tiffs, but I assure you I would never harm Mike. I may have some pretty nasty words, but I don't get physical. All I know is last time I saw Mike was our last big shoot when we were all there. If anyone has anything against him, it's Jimmy. He don't say much, but everyone knows he felt pushed to the side when we got Mike on the team.
What, Jimmy?
Boom. Obviously. For someone investigating the whole matter, I thought you know every club member inside and out.
Thank you, Miss Parker. I think that's all I needed.
Good. Now, if you have any other questions, talk to me about it.
Seems I'm not the only one who's keeping eyes on Jimmy. I knew where to find Mr. Boom. He had a job again, after all.
What you need, Detective?
I need one of you Boom guys. Jimmy.
Hey guys, let's take 10. Good work. Come on.
I'm guessing you, Jimmy?
That's my name. Can I help you with something?
You can. I have a few questions for you.
I'll do my best to answer them.
Oh, it's nothing complex. When did you join the club?
I actually joined way back in the beginning.
That's a long time. What jobs have you had in that time?
I've actually had a little bit of everything. I tried out acting, which went horribly, writing, and a bit of directing. But I'm the best at doing what I do now, being a boom guy.
So you've been a boom operator since the beginning, correct?
That's alright.
So you can see how Mike taking your job and now you getting your job back after the terrible circumstances, suspicion naturally falls on you.
I see the line you're coming from, Detective, but I didn't do it. I'm actually the man who advocated for Mike to get on the club in the first place. I mean, sure I had to manage a few things, but it really made my job easier, and it upped our whole quality.
Really? Are there people who can attest to this?
And there sure is. You can go ask our treasurer.
None of the initial suspects had much evidence to accuse them in the eyes of the law. Miss Shooks all but fled our conversation, but still, she only seemed nervous and clumsy. Dot Parker deflected away to Jimmy Boom, but from what I can gather, she's never gotten physical in any arguments. Jimmy has proof that he didn't have too much ill will towards Mike. So who could it have been?
Hello, Detective. I understand you have some questions for me?
It's about Mike. I heard you're investigating the case.
Listen, I don't know how you're involved in this, but I suggest you just forget about this. It only leads to trouble.
But you're barking up the wrong tree. I'm telling you, Mr. Constantine is innocent. He's being framed.
Look, we're just going off the evidence that we have so far. And right now, it leads to Mr. Constantine. So unless you can find some evidence to prove that he's innocent, he's heading to the big house.
I'll get you your evidence.
All right, I'll give you 72 hours. If you can't give me something by then, Hayden's just gonna have to start a new media production club in the big house.
You've got yourself a deal.
I now only have 3 days to prove Mr. Constantine's innocence. I have to go into less legal routes, including meeting with Tony Vanetti. He's the mob boss of the school, the guy who controls where all the money goes.
Ah, I knew yous would show your face here one of these days. Now, what can I do you for?
I'm sure you've heard about Mike. What can you tell me about it?
I'm aware of it. My deepest condolences.
Save your condolences for Mr. Constantine. I need information, Tony.
Hey, calm down, detective. I don't got no stake in this. I don't know nothing about no malicious intentions. My deal is money, you know this. Honestly, I don't get why you're so worked up about all this stuff. If anything, it seems like your club's benefited more than it's lost.
How could you say that? After the shock that just happened.
Maybe I'm just a money man, but one little accident seems a small price to pay for all the dough you're getting.
What are you talking about?
Well, I don't remember names as much as I do transactions, but whoever manages your finances is pretty smart. Your club's getting quite the insurance benefits.
Insurance money. I should have accounted for that. This gives the case a whole new perspective.
I didn't realize. Thanks, Tony. I think that's all I need.
It's my pleasure. If you ever want to stop by for a drink, my door's always open, no matter my reputation.
You're under the arrest for the murder of Mike. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you can't afford one, one will be provided for you. Do you understand the rights that I've just read?
You have the wrong guy. I would never kill Mike. We worked very closely together.
Do you understand these rights?
Yes, officer.
Reading a book the other day. It was
The book was called 5 Stages of Grief, and I was like, oh wow, this really relates and really hits home. So I was like, dang, this study has to be real. Otherwise, I don't know how this could have happened, but it was moving through them all. Denial, just all of them. Can't remember that at the moment because I'm too broken up. Guess I'm still in denial. But, I don't know. At least one thing will remain true. I mean, that Mike was just, no matter what happens, he was a real articulate fella. He was able to pick up on what anyone was saying. He was able to speak it back louder. He was able to speak it back, no matter what time of day it was. It was like his defining trait. Mike was a really good guy. When I first met him, it was a bright summer day. We were happy.
Okay, I can't.